and I see this guy. It's like, keep in mind, it's like probably 8 o'clock ish in the morning now. Probably 7:30 ish. Before 8. And I see this guy walking up. He's just like, "Hey, how's it going?" He waved, and that's right in front of the shanty I sent you the picture of, right? And he walks up from this. They have like these little shanties in the cliffs.
This thing.
Yeah, it was right in front of there. There's people in there, like below.
Okay, I thought that was where you stayed. I was like, you, Sisto, and all them were in that house. That's crazy.
No. So that house had on the corner of their dock post had a 20-inch smallmouth on it. So I'm fishing for this fish. The dude just walks up the steps. He just waves nice, right? I'm waving, whatever. And then I'm fishing for this fish for 20 minutes, and then nothing. And then the wind is blowing at this, right? So the wind's like blowing my kayak. I'm just like crashing into the shoreline. And I'm just sitting there fishing for this fish. And I'm like probably 30 minutes in, and I'm thinking like, this fish isn't going to bite, And like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And starting to get like negative. I'm like, I got a good thing going here. But then all of a sudden I hear like over my shoulder, I say, "Excuse me." And I'm like, scared the hell out of me, right? I'm up against the bank. I said, "Yeah, can I help you?" And she's like, "Yeah, could you just get out of here?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry." She's like, "You're ruining my view. This is my space." I'm like, "I'm sorry, ma'am." I said, "I'm just trying to catch this fish right in the corner." I said, "I'll promise I'll leave as soon as I catch it." She's like, "No, I want you to leave now." I'm like, "Well, ma'am, I'm not going to leave now." I said, "I'm going to catch this fish and then I'm going to leave." And then she's like, "Well, I want you out of here." And then she started going on and calling me a bunch of really, really vulgar, awful things. And I said, at this point, I said, I'm not going to, I'm like, listen, I'm not going to argue with you. I turned my phone around. I put the camera on. I said, "I'm going to record you. So if you want to continue your rant," I said, "I'll just post it on social media and then you can look at yourself later." And that's where I left it. And I kept fishing for my fish. So as soon as I put the camera on her, she went back into that shanty.
Okay. And that shanty on the photo, she came out of that?
Yeah. So then I'm back on this dock fishing, right? So it's like another 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And I'm like, this lady's got me all fired up. And like, I didn't catch this fish. And now I'm like 40 minutes, 50 minutes invested into this fish. I'm like, this isn't happening. So it's like 20, again, I thought she was done. 20 minutes later, I'm fishing for this fish. And all of a sudden I hear ruckus behind me on the shoreline. Dude, she went in and put a wetsuit on. She went in and put a wetsuit on, launched the kayak in the photo, and started ramming my kayak while I was fishing for this fish with her kayak. But right here's where it gets good. So as she's in her wetsuit, dragging out, puts the kayak behind me, bro, she puts the kayak in behind me, the fish bites. So now she's ramming me with her kayak, and I got a 20-inch smallmouth hooked that decides to do its thing and go underneath the dock post, and it's wrapped around the post, flopping up against the dock post like this, about to come off. I'm on like 10-pound test. I'm losing my mind. I'm like, come on. And this lady's banging me with her kayak and trying to like get me out of her way, cursing and doing her stuff. And it goes on for like 5 minutes. This fish goes in it somehow, by the grace of God, man. This fish untravels every 5 dock posts and comes right back out right at me. And I just got it right in the net. Cheered, super happy, got all pumped up. Lady was demoralized. And she started to go on and curse me out something fierce. I held the fish up. I'm like, "Thank you so much." I said, "That's all I wanted." I said, "I got my fish." And she told me how my generation's awful. And we're really, really entitled people, which I didn't understand if she didn't ever look in a mirror before. But I mean, I don't know how entitlement means telling somebody to get off of a public body of water in front of your house because it's hindering your view. But to me, that would be more entitled. But whatever, it is what it is. I caught the fish and I was super pumped. I laughed, and it was honestly a great thing because I thought, like, I mean, what better way to end like a conflict other than to actually catch the fish, right? If I had it on GoPro, it would have been a wonderful, wonderful thing. But I